Welcome back to the channel, everyone. In today's video, we're going to break down some key players whose prices may start increasing very soon. We'll be looking at when their market value is likely to rise and how much profit you can realistically expect from each one. I'll go through all the players one by one so you can follow clearly, and I'll explain the profit potential for each card in its own session. Here are the players we'll be discussing today. Messi, 86 RW Ndicka, 110 CB Chillwell, 110 LB Coman, 109 LM Chiesa, 110 RM Van Dijk, 110 CB Del Piero, 109 CAM. Let's start with the first player, Messi. Now let's talk about Messi. Recently, his price dropped massively, from over 4 million coins all the way down to around 402,000 coins. The reason for this drop is simple. FC Mobile added Messi into the 250 extra time gem pack. This made a lot of people pack him, which increased his supply in the market and caused the price to fall sharply. But here's the important part. This pack is temporary. Very soon, FC Mobile will remove Messi from that 250 pack reward pool. Once he is removed, the supply will stop increasing, and the market will slowly push his price back up toward his original trend line. This is why Messi is one of the best low-budget investments for new players right now. If you buy him at around 402,000 coins and hold for 90 days plus, you can expect his price to climb back up toward the 4 million coin range again. And let me clarify something. When I say 90 days plus, it does not mean exactly 90 days. It can be 100 days or even a little more. What matters is that it's a long-term investment with huge potential profit. For example, if you buy 500 copies of Messi at this current price range, you're basically locking in over 2 billion coins in future profit. This is why I'm recommending him, especially for players who don't have a lot of coins yet. It's safe, cheap, and extremely profitable in the long run. Now let's move on to our next player, Ndicka, the 110 rated center back. Right now, Ndicka is sitting at his lowest price, around 95 million coins. This is the perfect moment to invest because in the next few days, more people will start buying him. And once that demand increases, his price will no longer stay this low. The reason I'm advising you to buy him now is simple. The price can start rising at any time, even during the night when you're asleep. By the time you wake up, you may no longer find him at this low price. Let's talk about profit expectations. If you buy Ndicka at around 95 million coins, his price can rise to approximately 300 million coins. Since he's a center-back CB, don't expect more than that. But 300 million is a realistic and solid target. So plan your profit estimate around that 300 million mark. Now let's move to our next player. Next, let's talk about Chilwell, the 110 rated left back. Chillwell is also sitting at his lowest price right now, which makes this a very good opportunity for us to invest. But here's the challenge. FC Mobile has given his card to a lot of players recently, so the market is flooded with copies. Because of that, we can't accurately predict exactly when the price will start increasing or when the 999 plus supply will begin to drop. However, the good news is this. Chilwell is a left back, and LB cards are one of the strongest and most reliable investment positions in FC Mobile. They usually rise very well over time, even when the supply is high. So if you manage to buy him around 95 million coins, you can confidently expect his price to rise to around 400 to 450 million coins. This makes him a very solid investment with excellent long-term profit potential. Our next player is Coman, the 109 rated left midfielder. His current lowest price is around 148 million coins, and this is a very good range for investing. One of the key reasons Coman is a strong investment is that FC Mobile doesn't release his cards often. Sometimes it takes 5 to 6 seasons before we see a new version of him. That rarity makes his cards more valuable over time. Another important point is his position. LM cards are always in high demand, and Coman has a history of performing very well in the market. I've noticed this pattern for the past 5 to 6 years. Whenever his price drops to this low stage, it always climbs back up again, and usually very strongly. Now with FC Mobile's current market conditions, I'm predicting Coman's price to rise to around 350 million coins. It won't happen immediately. His price will move up and down for a while, but after some time, he will start trending upward consistently. Let's move to our next player. Now let's move on to Chiesa, the 110 rated right midfielder. His price has dropped significantly from around 758 million coins down to about 338 million coins. Chiesa is also a player FC Mobile doesn't release often. It can take 3 to 4 seasons before we see another new card for him, and that rarity always helps his value over time. Here's the main reason his price dropped. FC Mobile recently released a lot of players in the same RM position, which increased competition. Because of that, many people shifted their investments, and Chiesa's price fell. What you should do now is put him on your watch list. If his price keeps dropping, just be patient and wait until you notice the stage where people start buying him again. But honestly, I don't think his price will go much lower than this. Once it reaches stability, it should start increasing. For your selling estimate, you can plan to sell him when his price reaches around 550 million coins. Our next player is Dijk, the 110 rated center back. His price has been dropping recently, but the reason behind it is very simple. A lot of people bought him earlier for investment, and when other players from 109 and below started rising in price, some investors panicked. They assumed Dijk wasn't going to increase, so they started selling him to take small profits or to move their coins into cheaper investments. But that is a big mistake. Dijk is a premium center back card, and his price will start increasing soon. Once the panic selling slows down and demand stabilizes, his value will rise strongly. I'm predicting Dijk's price to climb to around 650 to 700 million coins, or even higher once the market corrects itself. So if you already own him, don't rank him up and don't sell him cheaply. Just be patient. Your profit will start increasing soon. Now let's move to our last player for today. Finally, let's talk about our last player of the day. Piero, the 109 rated cam. His current lowest price is around 269 million coins. The reason his price dropped is because FC Mobile recently released a lot of cam players, which increased competition in that position. But let me make something very clear. Piero, even at 109 rating, is still better than many 113 rated cams in the game right now. The quality of this card is extremely high, and that's why I'm very confident his price will start increasing soon. Here's what you should do. Put him on your watch list. If his price drops to around 200 million to 220 million coins, that's the stage where people will start buying him again. And that is the best time for you to invest as well. For your profit estimate, you can expect at least 100 million coins profit or even more once the market recovers. Thanks for watching, and if you're new to the channel, don't forget to like and subscribe. You are always welcome to the Billionaires Club.